Southern Ontario, Canada, December 20th. Here's another one from the Trudeau government to file under the "you can't make this stuff up." Bill C-21. That's the gun confiscation program. They don't even try to call it the buyback program anymore because they've admitted they're not going to pay for them. Well, we might as well start right off with you're not going to believe it. Clearly written in the massive list of guns that are, they're not called even banned anymore. Well, they're just simply not legal. And I mean, it's everyone ever made or sold here in Canada. Oh, sorry, I'll get to the humor in a moment. The Trudeau and the government, the regime of, has said that it is misinformation to claim that they're taking any hunting weapons. And yet this massive list clearly includes mostly nothing but hunting weapons. Trudeau's definition of misinformation seems to be about as accurate as that of his science. Anyways, clearly listed in Bill C-21 of the banned guns is something called the Sarbu Butt Master. Yep, the Butt Master. Now this fellow Sarbu, I think his name's Mark Sarbu, he's a gunsmith in the States. And he made one Butt Master 23 years ago as a lark. It's a concealed carry. Yes, okay. But it's clearly written there in the latest amendments to Bill C-21. Now, dictionary definition of an amendment is that it's essentially a correction, altering or amending a law or document by parliamentary or constitutional procedure. The latest amendment to Bill C-21, 2 points. One was, it's massive. It changes the bill by 80%. Hardly fits the definition of a correction or a change. The bill should have been written all over again because, again, it went from Trudeau's military-style assault weapons, and we're not taking any hunting weapons, to everything known to man in Canada. Prohibited, that's the word I'm looking for. They're now prohibited. Everything, including the Sarbu Buttmaster. Again, a concealed carry that I think is hardly designed to do nothing, as Trudeau says, except kill the most people in the least amount of time. Maybe if you didn't have the safety on when you were concealed carrying it, it might be lethal. Yeah, okay. So, just to review and beleaguer the point, I've left it to the end. Anybody who watches the channel has heard it all before. It didn't go through parliamentary procedure in the first place. It was enacted as an order in council. That's flawed. This latest amendment, which again changes the bill completely, the amendment was added after it was voted on in Parliament, which I suppose who cares anyways. Bill C, or no, the Supply and Confidence Agreement dictates we don't have parliamentary procedure anyways. What Trudeau says becomes law. And this massive, again, amendment was put in after it was, well, at the end of committee, which is after the vote in Parliament. It then goes to committee to see if anything, such as an amendment, needs to be corrected or addressed before it then goes to the Senate, where it's voted on 3 times and then returns to Parliament, where it will pass again because of the Supply and Confidence Agreement. It is also in violation of the Bill of Rights, kind of a lot like the Constitution in America, not to be confused with the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, but it violates the Bill of Rights. One might argue it's our fundamental bill of our democracy in Canada. So, yeah. But anyways, if you want to know more about the Sarbo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Buttmaster, Clyde do something. Clyde's going to pursue it a little more, because that it's even on the list in Canada is weird in some fashion with how the laws work in the States with guns, and seems it should be something that the Canadian government shouldn't even be privy to on the American side. So keep an eye on Clyde Do Something if you want to know more about it, and I'll be keeping an eye on it as well. But yeah, the concealed carry Sarbu Buttmaster, definitely designed, as Trudeau would say, to well, it's not a hunting weapon, is it?